XRP has just smashed through the $3 barrier, an historic moment that has the entire crypto world talking. But where does XRP go from here? What is driving this explosive growth, and what hidden risks could threaten its rise in 2025? If you're looking for the ultimate guide to XRP's future, you found it. Guys, we launched our flagship ecosystem product, ICN.live. It's a brand new and fresh Web3 news platform where you'll find articles in gaming, AI, blockchain, and of course, Bitcoin. And if you're interested in receiving great insights and market updates straight into your email, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter. You can find all the links in the description below. This episode was brought to you by Tech Valley. Tech Valley is the UAE's leading blockchain and Web3 project organization and is a portal dedicated to exploring the role of technology in shaping the UAE's future industries with a focus on creativity and excellence, a beacon for future initiatives. More details in the description. My name is Kareem, and in this episode of the Crypto Code, I'll break down 3 powerful reasons why XRP could soar even higher and 3 potential risks that every investor needs to know. Stay with me until the end because this might be the most important video you watch about XRP this year. Let's get started. Now, before we continue, we dropped a video 1 month ago where XRP did a jaw-dropping 4x in 1 month, adding over $100 billion in market cap. In that video, I go deep into what XRP and Ripple are. So go check that video out if you need an introduction to the ecosystem. We'll leave the link in the description below. This video today will focus on what's happening right now and the different scenarios that could play out over the next 12 months. All right, guys, it's been an exciting week in crypto. I mean, look at this. It's just green all over the place. Everyone is clearly excited for Trump's inauguration, and you can see it in the markets. Today, we're talking about XRP, so we'll open it up and see what's happened over the past week. It's gone up a rank this week, so it's number 3 right now in the charts. Started off the week at $2.2, guys. I mean, look at this parabolic rise. It's incredible watching this. 43% over the past week. It's gone from 2.285 all the way to 3.37 sitting at right now. And there's a lot of potential excitement coming as well. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about what's happening all over X. So we'll start off with this amazing tweet from Donald Trump. It's actually from Jack the Rippler, but it's about Donald Trump when he's talking at Bitcoin 2024 about on day 1 how he's going to fire Gary Gensler and how Gary Gensler has 5 days to clean up his room. This is obviously very interesting because we're seeing a very different approach to crypto and the digital assets industry. Over the past 4 years, it's been very anti-digital assets and the crypto industry. And right now we're seeing a new president who clearly understands the innovation behind the industry and creating a new regulatory framework that'll be in place for a pro-crypto environment. So this is very exciting and very bullish for us. I mean, we never imagined seeing the president talk like this, and it's finally happening. Moving on, found some incredible memes where you see Trump here just absolutely demolishing Gensler, and finally so happy to see this guy out of the chair because he's really hurt the crypto industry by really putting a stop on innovation, and it's been really hard watching the past 4 years. So we're excited to see this finally change. To be honest, the entire Biden administration has been a disaster for digital assets and crypto, including their foreign policy, which we'll not get into, but I'm very, very excited finally for the next 4 years. Moving on, we'll look at this hearing that's kind of been shared across X, which is showing how Gensler is getting absolutely crushed by Representative Tom Emmer. Watch this whole video. It's really funny. I mean, he really shows how much the SEC and Gary Gensler have really hurt US-based crypto projects, specifically how he was the chair during FTX, he was the chair during Terra Luna, and those collapsed in a huge way during his oversight, which is just a disaster. So I'm very happy that Gensler is going to be out of office very soon, and we're looking forward to the next chair of the SEC. Moving on, there is a tweet where Ripple's chief legal officer says that the SEC's lawsuit is likely to be abandoned by the next administration. I think this is clear, and that's why everyone's excited to see the price action and investing into XRP. I think this is, I mean, we saw 2 months ago that the SEC kind of withdrew and said that they're not securities, and the court decided to not go ahead with that. So that's really exciting. Moving on, and I think this is the tweet that actually pushed for the price action this week. And this is where Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse met with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago with this picture saying it's a strong start to 2025. People were very bullish about this, prompted widespread excitement about, potentially the US government and institutions' adoption and support for Ripple. And this is the tweet that kind of sent the markets into a frenzy, which is exciting to see. Moving on, I wanted to talk about how the breaking news where Donald Trump is expected to propose forming an America First crypto reserve that would prioritize digital coins founded in the US. This is a first, and it's super exciting because there are a bunch of projects that are built from the US. You have Solana and Ripple, of course. And what they're essentially saying is they are planning to put forth a reserve that focuses mainly on US-based projects, right? So they're not going to be prioritizing any tokens that are not made in the US, and they really want to push America first, which has been Trump's narrative all along. So this has been very bullish. So I'm excited to see how Solana will also play out over the next month or so. Then I wanted to go on and talk about, so this has been all over the news. Everyone's been reposting it, how Trump plans to create a strategic reserve of altcoins. So not just Bitcoin, as he mentioned before, for altcoins that are founded in the US, like XRP and Solana. So that's just, doubling down on that thought. Next up, I wanted to talk about JP Morgan. So they predicted that Solana and XRP ETFs are in the pipeline, and if so, and if actually launched, they could attract $3 to $8 billion in new investments if approved, with SEC decisions expected by late January, so end of this month. Very exciting. There's a lot of rumors, around these ETFs, and if that actually happens, I think we'll see a lot more institutional investments into XRP, which could obviously drive its market cap and valuation up. So that's exciting. Moving on, XRP just hit a 5-year high due to institutional accumulation and expected positive news from the SEC this week. Again, once Trump's in power, new chair of the SEC, I think this case is going to go away, and we're going to see XRP being adopted widespread, not just by institutions, but now it seems like the US government is also going to be supporting them as a US project and a US company. So that's very exciting to see. And then moving on, this was a cool chart that I saw by DeFi Ignis, where he's showcasing that XRP is only 21% away from flipping ETH in fully diluted value. To be honest, I've been really underwhelmed by what ETH has been doing over the past 2-3 months. I mean, it feels like it's just been flat at the same levels. I'm actually really bullish, and I think that XRP is going to be gaining a lot more popularity and a lot more market cap and valuation as well. So really excited to see that. XRP is 2.67 times larger in FDV than Solana. And then he says that if Solana traded at the FDV of XRP, its price would be $558. Again, there's some push or some narratives now showcasing that Solana might also be getting this support. So I'm excited to see. And I think actually, based on a lot of the tweets that I'm seeing, Solana might, in my opinion, overtake BNB and potentially Tether as well to become the number 4. So let's see if that actually plays out over the next couple of months. Moving on to why I think another reason why XRP is pumping and why market cap is going to continue to increase is simply because of RLUSD, their stablecoin. So we talked about this in the previous video a month ago. At that time, actually, we were still waiting for the government to approve it, and it has been approved. And so now you'll see this from the official Ripple X channel, that Intuition, trusted by institutions, a new stablecoin that is completely compliant, completely regulated, and ready to be traded across the jurisdictions that allow it to be. Again, it's built with compliance first, very, very important in this space. And I think we're going to see a huge adoption in its use case over the next 2-3 months. Moving on, Fox Business talking about RLUSD and XRP. This is so exciting to see that finally some of the biggest news channels are talking about it. I think it's going to be a household crypto name within the next 3 months. Everyone will know what RLUSD is, and it's going to be traded in a lot of the exchanges. And then here you see in the next tweet that I want to showcase is Robinhood has officially listed XRP and RLUSD on its platform. For those of you who know, Robinhood is one of the largest retail investor platforms in the world. Listing RLUSD is going to really drive adoption and awareness. So this is very bullish for the entire ecosystem. Moving onwards, something I wanted to also discuss, I have a feeling and a conviction that RLUSD will take a huge market share away from USDT over the next 12 months. I think Tether will struggle to be compliant with regulators in countries who will push compliance in this specific stablecoin arena. And we're going to see a major shift in this space, which again could add tremendous value to XRP and Ripple. So they're saying on December 30th, USDT, because of MiCA and what's happening in Europe, they might really crack down on USDT and any kind of stablecoin that isn't compliant to their standards. And if that happens, I think RLUSD is ready to take a lot of that share away. Okay, moving on. I wanted to end it on some charts because I know you guys love some charts. So we looked at this one and it's just showcasing the kind of all-time highs and the patterns that have happened since. So if we look here, I'll just open it up to see a little bit bigger. We hit all-time high a while back, and then we saw it, trading downwards, up, and then sideways, and then it went back up again to an all-time high. I think it was $3.8 maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And then it traded down, up, and sideways. So now we're expecting this to potentially go up even higher, especially with all the compliance that we were discussing and with the US support behind it. And then finally, this tweet to look at the potential upside moving forward. So this is a great tweet, and he does a very good macro analysis on this. This is X-Force Global. So we can finally discuss how far it'll go instead of discussing how it will go. So for the past months, we've been discussing all the patterns, and now it's time to discuss how it'll end. So he has two projected paths. One is a slower route, so anticipating a 5-wave minor degree into an immediate degree wave 1 in the orange, then a wave 1 to 2 pullback. And then what we expect to see here is the price to go up to between $7 to $12, and on the more optimistic side, potentially $20 to $40 by the end of the year. I personally believe the $7 to $10 is more likely at the end of the year, and we'll talk about why more. So XRP has been trending across X for very good reason. It's going to be a very interesting 4 years with Trump. Super excited, super bullish. So this week, XRP smashed through the $3 barrier for the first time since its all-time high in 2018. We just saw a couple of exciting developments behind this monumental price movement. Let's summarize and break it down into 3 key catalysts. Number 1, Trump suggesting an America First crypto reserve. In a surprising turn of events, Donald Trump hinted at supporting a crypto reserve that prioritizes US-founded crypto companies, and XRP has been floated as a potential candidate. As we saw, this has sent shockwaves through the crypto community. The proposal underscores the importance of blockchain technology in securing financial independence from foreign powers. Love him or hate him, Trump is a market mover. What he's doing for the US and prioritizing their industry and innovation first is inspiring. I wonder if other countries are going to be following suit. Number 2, Ripple's legal victory over the SEC. Ripple Labs scored a definitive legal victory just a couple of months ago. The ruling officially classified XRP as a non-security, opening the floodgates for institutional investments, restoring confidence among investors and developers. So this clarity allowed major financial institutions, including American and European banks, to announce integrations with RippleNet, Ripple's enterprise blockchain network. The immediate effect, a surge in liquidity and trading volumes for XRP. Number 3, retail excitement and macro tailwinds. The broader crypto market has been on an upswing, driven by declining inflation and renewed interest in digital assets as a hedge against fiat currency devaluation. Bitcoin's rally to $100,000 has brought retail investors back into the market, and XRP's breakout above $3 has become a focal point for retail excitement. Now that we understand why XRP is surging, let's talk about the 3 reasons why this bull run might just be getting started. Number 1, global regulatory clarity. The legal precedent set by Ripple's win against the SEC has ripple effects across the globe. Countries like the UK, Singapore, and Australia are adopting frameworks that are favorable to crypto innovation. Ripple is positioning itself as a leader in compliance, giving XRP a competitive edge over other cryptocurrencies. Institutional investors are now more confident in adding XRP to their portfolios. If 2024 was the year of legal clarity, 2025 could be the year of institutional adoption. Major asset managers are already rumored to be clearing and creating XRP-focused investment products similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Number 2, expansion of on-demand liquidity and the launch of RLUSD. Ripple's ODL network is growing at an unprecedented rate. By the end of 2025, Ripple aims to double the number of financial institutions using its technology. The more institutions adopt ODL, the higher the demand for XRP as a liquidity asset. RippleNet's expansion into underbanked regions such as Africa and Latin America could unlock billions of dollars in remittance flows. If Ripple captures even a fraction of this market, XRP's utility and price will continue to rise. On top of that, RLUSD is Ripple's secret weapon for 2025. This USD-backed stablecoin is designed to challenge the dominance of USDT by targeting the institutional market, where trust and compliance are critical. Unlike USDT, which has faced scrutiny over its reserves, RLUSD is built to align with rigorous regulatory standards, giving it a massive edge in onboarding banks and financial institutions. The potential here is enormous. Imagine a stablecoin deeply integrated into RippleNet, fueling cross-border payments at scale and creating liquidity for XRP. I believe RLUSD will gain massive traction and will eat into USDT's market share, particularly in regions like the US and Europe where compliance is not optional. Ripple is no longer just playing in the crypto sandbox. They're aiming to redefine the rules of the game and conquer the vision they've had since their inception. If demand continues to outpace supply, I have a strong feeling we're going to see XRP hit $5 very soon. Next up, let's look at 3 reasons why XRP's price rally could be in danger. While the bullish case for XRP is compelling, it's crucial to also examine the risks. Here are the 3 scenarios that could derail XRP's price momentum in 2025. Number 1, centralization concerns. Critics have long argued that Ripple's significant control over XRP's supply is a centralization risk. If Ripple decides to offload large amounts of XRP to fund operations or new ventures, it could flood the market and depress the price. Regulatory bodies in Europe and Asia have also raised questions about the potential for price manipulation. Number 2, competition from CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies are gaining traction globally. Governments are developing their own blockchain-based solutions for cross-border payments, which could diminish the need for private solutions like RippleNet. If major economies prioritize their CBDCs over private networks, XRP's utility could be marginalized. Number 3, macroeconomic shocks. While the current macro environment is favorable, unexpected shocks like a global recession or regulatory crackdown could impact crypto markets broadly. So if Bitcoin and Ethereum face downward pressure, XRP is unlikely to be immune. Additionally, geopolitical stability could lead to stricter capital controls, limiting the use of XRP for cross-border payments. So, what do I think? To be honest, I'm bullish for 2025. Let's face it, Trump is an economic and political powerhouse who knows how to play the game. Thankfully, we've seen a ceasefire in the Middle East pushed by his administration, and I'm hopeful an agreement between Russia and Ukraine will also end the war. So, what are some of the XRP price predictions by the end of 2025 made by some of the world's most influential investors? Number 1, Mike Novogratz from Galaxy Digital. Novogratz predicts XRP could reach $7 if institutional adoption continues at its current pace. Number 2, Kathy Wood from ARK Invest. Wood's team has modeled a scenario where XRP hits $10 driven by its role in global payments. And number 3, Goldman Sachs. A recent report from Goldman Sachs Digital Assets Division put XRP's potential range at $5 to $8, depending on macroeconomic conditions and regulatory developments. XRP's journey in 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting stories in crypto. With legal clarity, institutional adoption, and expanding use cases, the bullish case for XRP is undeniable. But it's equally important to stay aware of the risks, from centralization concerns to competition from CBDCs. So, will XRP hit $5, $10, or beyond by the end of 2025? Or will the risks overshadow its potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest developments happening in our industry. See you next week.